first down at Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10, Stafford again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Back to throw, Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Stafford on first down. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ready, blue 45.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit coming back out here on offense, and this is a team who had the bye in Week 6, Week 7 last week, Charles. Nice win against Miami, 32-21, in what is becoming a very muddled NFC North.
Yeah, and a win on the road as well. Matthew Stafford playing much better since week 1, 4-interception performance. Had thrown a pick since week 3 against New England, a win. Think about some of their wins. They beat New England, they beat Green Bay, just won at Miami. But how about the division? They're right in there. The Vikings setting the pace at 4-2-1. Green Bay's 3-2-1. Chicago and Detroit both 3-3. You can go from first to last and from last to first on a given weekend.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
On the ball, on the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their... Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kansas City sitting at 6-1, and they got to 6-1 in very convincing fashion with that 35-point win over the then 4-2 Bengals, a team that they'd lost 4 straight to going into that Sunday night affair. But Kansas City's rolling. This is a potential Super Bowl team, right?
It certainly is, and this team went 5-0 last year, then lost 6 of their next 7. I don't think they're in danger of doing that. I know people look at their defense and think, that's the weak link. But remember, they have pass rushers. That's always big because you can slow down a team that way. They take the ball away from people.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because let's face it usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
21. Set.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Drill right, 22. Drill right.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. 21. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 32.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
22.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, Charles, pretty big piece of news around the NFL on Monday the 22nd. Dallas Cowboys all to talk about them needing a big-time target out wide. They went and got Amari Cooper.
The speculation was there. The discussion was there. But then late Monday, as you noted, it became real. The Cowboys decided they needed a WR1 and went to Oakland and got Amari Cooper and gave up their #1 draft pick for 2019 in return.
What do you think of the fit there?
I think the fit is excellent. Dallas screaming for a wide receiver who can attract attention, stretch the field, and make big plays over the top. He can do all of that. He should help his quarterback, Dak Prescott, become an even better player.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run again with Hunt, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here. Stafford looks to throw again. This is Riddick on the screen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. But not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! There we go! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
There we go now. Green, 90.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. Fighting through it, he's got space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
58 rail. Black 58 rail. There we go. Green.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
2nd and 1.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm gonna. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique.
Dog to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, represent.
tattoos. That's squad. All of them don't try. I walk in room, they eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans for staying rich. I've been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops say win. Start chasing that. Win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and they'll lay outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running. My just and he was like boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. With no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo 10. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that. Win.
For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive train to go. My chain it glow. Everything you see I paid for. Gang or croak. For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage in the show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swerve the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous? No, in public, skies me all of that. I'm ballin' like I got buckets. And they hate cause we stunt like nothing.
For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no masses for real, I want that for real.
the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all ain't original, they all sound the same. I stay ballin', money like a faucet. It stay running, I can't call it. Got the bug, I think they caught it. I'm with bosses.
For real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these one.
me a V12. Shell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Possession going back over to Dallas here, a team who lost last week to Washington 20-17. And that was on the heels of that Week 6 blowout win they had over Jacksonville 40-7. But that loss against Washington, the field goal hitting off the upright after the penalty, a tough one to swallow.
It certainly was because it became a 52-yard field goal attempt for Brett Maher. Should have been 47. And ends up doinking it off the upright, not the crossbar. And Dak Prescott, he had been 4-0 against Washington in his short career prior to Sunday's loss. A tough game for him as well.
There we go, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Here we go. Get back. Let's go. Get out.
Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Wide,
They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Let's go. Let's finish it now. There we go. Wide,
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. from the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the...
to go for it. It's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headline and show
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Detroit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
No. Check.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On the ground, this is Ware. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Spencer Ware, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore working their way back out here on offense, Charles, and coming off a very tough loss last week against New Orleans. You can't hang it all on Justin Tucker, though. Unfortunately for him, he does come out as the GOAT here with that missed extra point.
Yeah, they have to remember how many games he's actually won for them over the past 7 years. But this has been an up-and-down team all year. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. That's been kind of the nature of this team, but they do have the #1 defense in the NFL. Hadn't allowed a second-half touchdown all year until the Saints got 2 in the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They run with Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Well, they're unable to. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, we got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8. A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville and London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all of last season. Both of those teams need to win in a big way. New Orleans at Minnesota, the Saints are on a heck of a run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd down, Flacco now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Tried for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? That is caught at the 7. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Hunt, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm right. 51.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And Hill with it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. I mean, it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in, and then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His first miss in the NFL. And New Orleans gets away with a victory. And New England, Chicago. Chicago throws the Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kevin White, 54 yards. He needed 55.
Yeah.
Stopped at the 1 yard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary come that close but not get in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Flacco. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Flacco. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon, they're hoping to get them back in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, interesting that they won without Melvin Gordon last week. That was a big win. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. And that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw once more. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco, flush to his right, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Flacco. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's able to get this one off. Way past the 30. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Flacco. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give to Collins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 1st down pickup there. Flacco to Crabtree. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Flacco now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Rock it, rock it.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. It's caught by Crabtree. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Flacco now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. Shakes off the sand. That's some strong running. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this down to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.